Hello everyone, it's FlareBlitzed here and welcome back to LoveSick Darlings, episode 7 of the demo. This is a pretty long game considering it's a demo. After what feels like a particularly long sleep, I wake up. Last night's conversation with Maisy before bed still weighs on my mind. She seemed happy, but there was still a bizarrely exhausting conversation. In any case, I start getting ready for school after some cartoons, breakfast and a shower. There really isn't much to do before going to school. I decide to leave on time for once. I leave my house via the front door and make my way to my school. On my way to the bus stop, I receive a text from Maisy. See you on the bus. Wheels on the bus go round and square. I smile and text her back. I'm glad she's feeling a little better at least. I walk for a bit more until I get to the shops before I hear a familiar set of thudding footsteps rapidly approaching from behind. Maisy? I prepare myself. Hey Bessie! She comes roaring in and skiddling to a halt beside me. Hey, how have you been? Oh, not bad, same old. It's always the same old with you. Yeah, sorry I didn't drop by your place this morning, by the way, I got up late. You always get up late. Besides, you don't need to come by my place in the mornings. I didn't ask you to, you know. What kind of best friend doesn't drop by their friend's place on the way to the bus stop in the mornings? I don't know, most of them. Maisy giggles and we chat as we head to the bus stop. The conversation is light and fun. I can tell she feels a lot better about last night. The bus arrives and we get on it to go to school. She tells me a new story about her and Nacho's adventures as young teenage rebels. She details how Nacho was nearly busted a cure store clerk buying alcohol for a minor. The minor is Maisy, of course. But luckily Maisy had a fake ID which lists her as 18 on her to cover them. I didn't even know she had a fake ID. Of course she would have a fake ID. Why wouldn't she have a fake ID? Everyone like me. Okay, let's not go off a tangent there. If nothing else, it always sounds like she has a great time with Nacho. Even if their adventures often end in performing illicit acts and nearly getting arrested for all kinds of things. It isn't long before the bus arrives at school. We grab our stuff and head to class. See you later, bestie. She wraps her arms around me in what feels like a particularly firm hug. And thanks for always being there for me. I hug her back. Of course, there's no problem. We hold for a moment. Good. We let go of each other. See you at lunch? Yep, see you later. We turn and go our separate ways. I'm glad she's happy at least. Indeed, class has drone on, but my mood is so light that they pass in an instance. Mean word. I wonder who's gonna be at lunch today. Brain week 7 day Thursday time lunch. The teacher kept us in for a bit during English, so I'm a few minutes late to get out. And there is the whole gang. As I approach the benches, I see everyone has already gathered today. Hey City! Hey guys! Hi! Hey City! Sid, perfect timing actually. We were just talking about the trip this weekend. Oh? We were talking about what we should see or do after the march. But now that I think about it, we should probably just ask you. Why me? Why do you think? You're the one who lived there. You must know all the best places to hang out in the city. Oh, I wouldn't know about that. I mean, just because I lived there, it doesn't mean I'm an expert or anything. But surely you have some idea of the geography of Sydney. Sure it does. Do they have one of those big arcades like in Japan? Actually, do you know any good second-hand bookstores? I wouldn't mind doing some shopping. I've exhausted all the libraries and bookstores in town. I hear Stuart pipe up from a tree. Oh, there was this art exhibition I wanted to see while it was still around. Do you know the way to the art gallery there? Not really. You gotta show me any bars I can try sneak into. Why would I do that? Everyone's questions and thoughts start going over each other and I can't tell who's speaking. Then it occurs to me. Have you guys never been to Sydney before? That's a bit of an awkward shuffle. That's a bit of a no if you ask me. Well, We did all go on a trip, school trip once for a day, but that was ages ago. And I don't really remember it well personally. I kind of remember the opera house, but we've all seen pictures, so it wasn't that amazing. And it was a pretty boring trip. We didn't get to do anything fun then. But that changes now. We're going on our own day off to fight the system. And to party afterwards too. What kind of parties in Sydney do you think allow a bunch of 15 to 16-year-olds in? Well, we'll make our own party. We'll find something fun to do. If you say so. Come on guys, where's the enthusiasm? We're going to tear down political institutions and then live it up in the heart of the Sydney CBD. We're young. We're unstoppable. Oh, actually, Dad said I had to be home by 10. Maisy's whole body slumps in defeat. Ugh, really? Can Pete give you any leniency? Jayda shrugs. Actually, my parents kind of wanted me home before it gets too late too. Yeah, there's no way our parents are letting us stay in Sydney past 10 PM. I noticed Steph hasn't chimed in on this. I wonder if her mother even cares, or if she is even going to tell her she's going out. Oh, come on guys, it's not even a school day. Maisy, you may be forgetting that we are underage. What could we possibly still do after 10 PM anyways? I don't know, something cool. I mean, we're going to tear down the establishment, aren't we? Rebels against the system, don't go home. Blah, blah, blah. Steph giggles a little. I hope you remember it's a peaceful march. Yeah, it's not. We're not tearing down buildings, you know. We're going to be doing a lot of yelling and sign holding, but I don't think we're going to tear down much. I mean, not that I don't want to, but it's probably for the best that we send our passion for our vocal cords rather than anything else. Yeah, let's not make a riot out of all this. You guys are no. Shut up, Maisy. We're all smart, unlike you. It'll be fun no matter what we do. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's get hyped. Yeah, smart move, man. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's get excited. It's not often we get to all hang out in Sydney. Maisy claps her hands together and smiles. This is what we need more of. I'm glad someone here is on the same... Yeah, excited, yes, but not hang out after 10 PM. Well, I don't know if I'd say that. But I recall a few fun places we can check out. Maisy lips on me with, oh my god, this is why I can always count on you. So anyway, Sydney. What's Sydney actually like? The city, I mean. This is going to get so confusing this week. Sorry, Sydney. I laugh a bit awkwardly. Don't worry, it happens a lot. I'm used to it, especially when I lived there. Right, as an ex-resident, what's it like? What do you think of the place? I mean, you grew up there, didn't you? I did. I've always wanted to know about you before you came here. Yeah. What's the Sid take on the city of Sydney, anyways? Their faces all look at me expectantly in some way. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Look at this! This is the worst thing ever! Oh, what if I just... Man, I hated it. It's all in the past, it's okay. No one here knows what happened. They never will. It's impossible. Stay calm, don't throw up breakfast here now. I take a deep breath. Hey Sid, you there? Yeah, sorry. Sydney was okay, it's a nice place enough place. I didn't really have many friends when we had to move here, because they all stopped talking to me. So I don't miss the place, except for my sister and my dog who still live there. The city is kinda overrated. I like it better here. That much is true. I'm glad you like it here. I certainly like that you're here too. Now that you mention it, I can't imagine a time without you here. I agree, it feels like I've lived here all my life sometimes. It is a bit funny to think that none of us even knew you before this year. You've made some pretty deep bonds quickly, haven't you? That's our lovable Sid. I guess that's true. I never really thought about it that way, to be honest. I'm not a particularly social guy, and I don't really have many friends. But looking around, I do have some people in my life I am really close to. What was the school you went to like? Oh dear, let's not mention that. Excuse me. Was it much like ours? No, it was pretty, different. It's suddenly getting a lot harder to breathe. That's fair. Our school is pretty weird. What was it like? Is there anyone you miss? I'd rather not talk about it, actually. My vision's going blurry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did something happen? The world starts spinning. Didn't mean to... I'm sorry, so... Don't you think that's enough questions, Jayda? Oh. I get a feeling Sid doesn't really want to talk about it. I'm sure he has his reasons. Even though the world is spinning, Steph is like a serene goddess of wisdom. Oh yeah. But even a goddess can't stop what's coming. I gotta go. Huh? I'll be right back. Leaving my bag and everything behind, I run towards the school building. I make it just in time to the bathroom, barging through some students. I heave breakfast into the toilet bowl. Oh dear, I hear some dumb students giggling from me outside. Apparently amused that I'm throwing up. My head is throbbing, my heart feels like it's about to burst out of my chest. I kneel for a moment in front of a toilet bowl, only on the dirty floor of the boys' bathrooms. I hate that school, and everyone who went there, for doing this to me, for making me live like this, and the mere thought of them. I take a deep breath. I gotta remember what Dr. Cow told me to do. Those breathing and mental exercises. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's all in the past. I trod through the grass back towards our familiar benches. I checked the mirror to make sure I don't look like total rubbish. Hopefully they can't tell I just threw up. No one needs to know about this. I just want to be normal for these guys. They're the only friends I have. I need this. In my experience, it's best not to push the subject. I don't know why, but he doesn't want to talk about his school before he came here. As I approached, they hushed murmurs and whispers stop. I couldn't really tell exactly what she was saying. They turned to me. I go to speak, but Maisy steps forward and grabs my hand. Are you okay? Yeah, I think so. Just an upset tummy. Oh, that's all? That's good. Steph smiles a little. Steph is keener than we know. I think she knows that we don't have a particularly grand time at Sydney. Good to hear you're okay. I smile back. A sore tummy? I have indigestion tablets if you need any. Grace makes me carry them around for her. Hey, shut up. Don't tell him that. We all laugh a little. Mid-laugh, Jayda steps forward and hugs me. Oh, I'm sorry, Siddy, if I said anything at all. Oh, I just wanted to get to know you better. I never hear you talk about your old school, and I thought maybe that you thought I didn't care, and I'm sorry, I'm just a big dumb idiot. No, you're not. It's okay, you don't do anything wrong. We let go. Really? Really? That's good. I'm sorry I had to run off so suddenly, though. Don't worry about it. Okay, Maisy, are you going to talk about the fact that maybe you rummaged through our bag just to see what was in there, in case there was anything relating towards Steph? I understand it happens. We should get back on topic though. Tonight, make sure to brainstorm some ideas and look up places to check out in Sydney. The city. The march ends at around 3 PM, right? Yep, that's what they're playing on at least. Chances are we can go with Tammy to some afternoon tea event for the march. That still leaves us with plenty of daylight. Till this lame curfew of 10 PM at least. I'm sorry, it's not your fault, we all have to be home by then. Alright, at the very least we're gonna have fun while we're there. I will make that group chat tonight. Sounds good to me. Feeling a bit better, I dig into my lunch as everyone starts chatting amongst themselves. Oh, so about the signs, I came up with some designs. Oh, I'd love to see. So Grace, what kind of establishments do you reckon we could sneak into? Whether they don't ask for ID, after some idle chat I finish my lunch. Some time passes and lunch is well underway now. I'm feeling a little bit better now too. Putting it all behind me, I'm starting to feel normal again. What better way than by spending some quality time with someone over lunch? Who should I approach? Of course. Hey Jayda. Hey Siddy. Oh, I was going to ask, how's Doomsday 3 going? Oh, it's a lot of fun actually. The other night I did this one quest. Jayda and I continued to talk about Doomsday 3 in great detail. Sparkles in her eye and everything. She's so jealous and wants to play it badly, but she's still happy to listen to me just rant about it. If Abby is finished with the game, then maybe we can borrow it so that Jayda can have it. She says she's going to get it because of my recommendation. We'll talk excitedly for the rest of lunch. We all sit together as we chat about various topics before lunch ends. Oh, don't forget about Abby's birthday after school on Tuesday, guys. Oh, of course, that's coming up. Don't worry, I would never. I was going to lend him my old handheld to play games on when I see him. What? He doesn't need more games. They have a console in his room. Yeah, but maybe he wants to play games on a smaller screen. Plus, it has a bunch of cool exclusives. Alright, you can stop with the game talk. I get it. Fair enough. Remember, the party is in the party world of the Kine Plaza. Yeah, Kine Plaza. Oh, I forgot it was going to be at a local cinema. Yeah, we've got a whole screen of Avengers books to ourselves. Wow, so cool. That's already coming out? Hell yeah, it is. Did you really forget? I thought you loved those movies. Even Steph is calling me out. I guess it's been so busy recently that I totally forgot. The world is doomed when even Sid forgets about geeky stuff. Wow! Wow! I knew the party was going to be at Kine Plaza, but I didn't know the movie had been chosen. That's a pretty cool birthday party though. Abby must be really pleased. Is it really okay that I come? I'd never even met Albie before. I mean, he sounds wonderful, but it feels odd to go to celebrate someone's birthday party when I've never met them. Oh, don't worry, he said I should invite all of my friends. Friends? Exactly, so don't worry about it. We're all there to watch handsome men fight bad guys and save the day. And women. Is Steph okay? Her demeanour has suddenly changed. But also, in all this birthday fever, don't forget about mine. It's just over 2 weeks now. Maisy looks me right in the eye. A reminder, 2 weeks to ask Steph out. I hope this Saturday with her helps. Right, this dreaded pool party of yours. Hey, don't call my party dreaded. It's the swimsuits I'm dreading. Really? That's what I'm looking forward to most. Just you guys wait till you see mine. The way she says that has me more scared than excited, yeah? Well, it really is quite the chain of birthdays these next few weeks. Oh well, it's mostly because his birthday party got pushed back so much. Abby's a September baby, so he's a Virgo. Nope, yeah, exactly, Libra. So it must be between September the 23rd and October the 22nd. I'm a Libra too, actually. October the 5th. Dang it. Statistics were in your favour if that helps. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise it got pushed back so far. It's fine, his health is just... It's fine. Just don't forget it's this Tuesday. Of course. Are there any more birthdays coming up? Mine's coming up in the new year. Ours ain't till after that, in case you guys didn't know. It's just that usually November has the most birthdays. I mean, 9 months after Valentine's Day is November. You growth. But probably true. My parents aren't too straight-laced to do it any other time of year. That explains my mid-November birthday too well. She's a little too okay talking about that. I go to speak when, yeah, mine already passed too, back in June. Wait, what? Why didn't you say anything? Oh, it's no big deal, I don't really like birthdays. It's easier if I just don't tell people about mine. I'm not crazy about parties. I don't have good experiences with my own especially. Oh, my birthday's in June, on June 8th. June 8th? That's my birthday too. Wait, what? Are you serious? Yeah. What are even the chances? You two really might be so... My heart stops from my brain. Lunch is over. Thank you, Belle, for saving this moment again. Thank God Jay didn't finish that sentence. It would have been easy to play off as a joke, but I don't need the extra stress. Jayda is still standing there. And we're the same age too. I think so, I turned 16. Me too. Like Maisy said, those are some odds. Very, very, very small odds. Wait, I used to live in Sydney as a baby. Stop it. Wait, you don't mean... No way. Were you born in Northern Sydney Hospital? Northern Sydney Hospital? What? Now those are some odds. I'm stunned. We were in the same building on the same day. How did we never notice you guys had the same birthday? Probably because Steph doesn't mention it. We start packing our things. I remember congratulating Sid on his birthday and even getting him that present. I can't believe it's your birthday too and I had no idea. Steph shrugs sheepishly. It's evident that was her intention. Hehe, right, I remember that now. The rift or alarm clock, I still use it. I was glad when I saw it in your room the other day. I guess we never realised because neither of you have your birthdays listed on FaceFile. Why would I tell some faceless corporation my date of birth? Of course I keep it off there. I like my birthday being private. What's your excuse? I don't know, I just don't put everything on FaceFile. Does that make me weird? Nah, that just makes you two peas in a pot. Shut up, Maisy! Stop making this all up. Stop trying to make us be put in this situation, okay? Stop trying to force us both together, you know. We have choices, eh? But that explains how Steph missed your birthday too. It's true. I only knew it was your birthday because you happened to mention it. You didn't do a party or anything. We just ate at Wool's mud cake at my place after school that day. And that was just us three. I'm shocked and appalled. Well, I wasn't invited to the great banquet held in the mighty Steed's on. Hey, in my defense, the cake was forced upon me. I would have invited everyone I'd known. I don't care, I'm just messing with you. I wouldn't have minded some cake. I will keep you in mind next time, Stu. Whoa, what a situation. And the bell is already gone. You two shared a birthday this whole time, unbeknownst to each other. That's how the story of an ancient myth starts. Two heroes born on the same day unite to defeat a greater evil. I wouldn't say that. Well, in any case, I don't see how it matters. It doesn't matter at all. But it sure is a funny coincidence. With everyone's bags packed, we make our way back to the school building. Does it really not matter at all? I mean, we were born on the same day in the same year and in the same hospital. At the end of a weird lunchtime, well, I had an anxiety attack. This is an odd thing to learn. Well, photography is this way. Maisy gives Steph a hug, and then the twins a shared hug, and even Jayda gets a hug. Jayda looks a bit relieved. Maisy bounces over to me and gives me a big hug. See ya, bestie. I wave as she walks away. We walk on boards and towards the staircase. I wonder if we're gonna do anything in art today. I sure hope not. I feel so burnt out after the exhibition. Still, dear sister, I still feel like I never want to look at clay ever again, so yeah. Jayda hugs me before saying goodbye. I turn to Steph, it's just us now. That's unusual. Alright, I've got to go on to music. I'll see you later sometime. And Steph disappears down the corridor. I hurry over to IT class. Afternoon classes pass by without event. They're fine, but incredibly boring. I'm practically counting the seconds till the clock strikes 3. Thursday afternoon, week 7. Bring! The final bell rings and we all escape from our classrooms. I stand in the alcove of a stairwell as the masses pass by. Texting Maisy. What are you up to this afternoon? You catching the bus? Oh my god, lol, Nacho already picked me up an hour ago. She's skipping class again. She's gonna get grounded just before the Saturday trip if she keeps this up. Do you really want to risk getting grounded with our trip to Sydney this Saturday? May it'll be fine, my parents won't know. I sure hope so. So today is a no. Sorry, bestie, I'll give you more warning next time, I swear is. It was fine, have fun with your dilf. I smiled to myself like an idiot. In the alcove I consider my options. Who should I text to hang out with today? Help Steph carry her cello, or obviously would do the top option because that's the one we're going for at the moment. That's who we're going after. I text Jayda and see if she's still free to hang out this afternoon. She texts back almost immediately. Again? Absolutely. Meet me at the bike racks as usual. What are we going to talk about today? I find Jayda at the usual spot near the bike racks. Hey Sid. Hey Jayda. It's starting to feel like a bit like a routine meeting here after school. It's good to see you again this week. You too. How have you been? Good. Oh wait. Here we go. Remember how I told you about my roommate's Oh, that anime. Oh god. Well, this brand new episode came out. It was so good. You should watch it sometime. I want to know what you think. Well, I could give it a try. I guess I could give it a try. Really? You're the best. I laughed nervously. It's nothing really. Jayda chats excitedly to me about the show as we walk to hers. Eventually we'll move on to different topics. Oh, I saw this really cool combo video the other day featuring the robot piloting anime girl you use. Oh? We stop on the sidewalk, Jayda pulls out her phone and pulls up a video she had saved. I lean to get a good look at the video. Alright, here it is. We stand there and watch a stylish combo video with some heavy editing that showcased some cool setups for my lead character on my MVG team. See, how cool was that combo? I didn't know I could combo off of the grab like that. After a few minutes the video ends. We continue to discuss our findings. Discuss without an S. Wow, I had no idea the game had so much depth. I know, I've played so much, I had no idea about any of this tech. I guess this is what the world of pro MVG players is like. Oh, that reminds me. Oh yeah, remember how I mentioned that you should look into local tournaments last time we hung out? Yeah, I didn't look because I thought that maybe you didn't mean it. What? Why would she think that? I'm sorry. Why is she sorry? Hey, there's no need for that. In any case, I looked it up myself. What? Yeah, I found their FaceFile page while boarding class recently. You didn't have to do that. Huh? I don't mind. I'll pull out my phone and go to the page that I bookmarked. Ready for this. I read from it. See, here it says they meet on Wednesday afternoons and Sunday mornings. It seems to be some spare room in the community centre down the road. Oh? They do friendlies, casual tournaments and... Wow! What is it? They're having a new South Wales League qualifier in a few weeks. They're doing one of those in Foster Hills? I had no idea. Yeah, that's the biggest tournament league on this side of the country, isn't it? Here it is. Oh, did you bring this up so we could train for this like in a sports anime? Because we could do that. I've seen them all. So I'm basically an expert at this point. No, this isn't for me. I need way more practice before going to a tourney. This is about you, remember what I said. Oh? You play like a pro. We should go in and have you kick some ass. You're gonna be the big player in the region to come out of nowhere. It'll be so cool. I don't know. Why? Trust me, you're more than good enough. I'm really not. Besides, it's more than that. These sort of things are hard for people like me. What do you mean? I used to play at an arcade that used to be around here as a kid. I loved the game, so I loved going there on the weekend with my dad. There was a time when I didn't have access to many games and the arcade was where I could play all the games I love. Oh yeah, you told me about the arcade a while ago. It shut down ages ago before I came here, didn't it? Yeah, it did. I wish I was there to see it on its last day. Why couldn't you? I stopped going long before it shut down. Why? I don't remember the exact day or anything, but I was about 12. It reached a point where I was so familiar with the place and the owners that Dad could drop me off there while he'd do shopping or work on the weekend. That must have been fun. It was. But one day a group of boys a few years older than me were there. They were on the brand new Time Shooter X Ultra machine. I'm impressed you can remember such a weird name. They were hogging it, and when I asked to have a turn, one of them told me to go away. When I asked why, he told me because you're a girl. What an a-hole. Why would they say that just to keep playing on the game some more? I had seen Maisy tell boys like this off before. Even back when we were kids, I wanted to put these guys in their place. But when I tried, I couldn't get the words out. I kept stuttering and messing up. And they all laughed at me. I ran to the owner, a nice man called Travis, and told me they were hogging the machine. Oh? And of course, he came and told them to beat it. He even said if it happens again, they would be banned from the arcade. I felt proud that someone came to help me. But as soon as he left, they started saying things to me. Things like, you don't belong here. We were having fun until you came along. Girls shouldn't play our games. Stop trying to ruin this for us. Jayda, I'm so sorry to hear that. Jayda shuffles a little as we walk. It's fine, it was a while ago. It doesn't really bother me like it used to. What bothers me is that I stopped going. Ever since that day, those boys would always make sure to be mean to me. They would tell everyone who I was friends with before that I was some kind of snitch, or a girl who shouldn't be trusted, or that I was there to ruin everyone's fun because I'm a girl. So I stopped going. It wasn't fun anymore. I never even got to say goodbye to Travis. I wonder where he is now. Now let's not let the scar go even more reopened. If I ever meet whoever those guys were, I'll punch them in the face with it. Nah, let's not do that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be told that I don't belong because of my gender. It's fine, it was so long ago. No, it's not! I'd probably be devastated if people bullied me out of games. Games were my only escape or hobby sometimes. I can empathise on that. Especially with school days. Like, games were like my only resort out of quite a dark place. To have people who should share my love for games turn against me, that'd be brutal. I'm sorry it happened to you. Me too. Nothing about the way Jayda was treated is fair at all. She's the most knowledgeable person I know when it comes to games. I'm nothing compared to her. Yeah, I'll probably be treated better just because of my gender. Ugh. I mean, what do they know anyway? Huh? You're the best MVG player ever, as far as I'm concerned. And if you don't belong, and as if you don't belong. Besides, what a couple of bullies said so many years ago shouldn't hold you down. Be confident in yourself. We should go kick some butts at this tournament. But, oh my god, what if people say something? Well, as Maisy would say, screw them. You could just kick their butt in MVG. Plus, I doubt they say anything. But I've played multiplayer games before. There's a reason I always keep my mic off. People are the worst online. Yes. Unfortunately, that is a stupid thing in society. Like, when a girl goes online and people, like, here is a girl, they just congregate to that one person. Like, it's really unfair. Why can't people just treat people like people and not as objects? Well, this is real life. I doubt anyone would say anything. I try not to think of those fighting game community rage compilation videos I see on YouTube. Will you come with me? I know you said you would, but it'd be nice to know for sure. I want to hear you say it now. Because if you're there, then I would feel a lot better. Like I can take on anything. How could I not go? This was my idea. Of course I will go. I will be there for you. Yay! I guess we can decide a time to go together later. Wednesday afternoons and Sunday mornings. I'll have to remember this when I am free during one of those times. It'll be just the two of us, out on our own in public. Huh? What are you muttering on about? Nothing. Anyway, we're already at my place. Oh yeah, Jayda brings her bike around the side and parks it at the back of the house. Jayda goes off to her room and gets changed as usual. I get comfortable on the couch. Before long she comes back. And we're back here again. She swings onto the couch, controller in hand and ready to go. Alright, be ready for our next stage of lessons, pupil. Teach away, sensei. Jayda hits the start button and we get into the game. We choose our characters and our afternoon of matches and training begins. The afternoon passes by in a flash. She still is using a team of characters she doesn't know well, but I can see myself improving with each battle. I start winning more and more battles. Pete comes home sometimes during the matches, but Jayda and I are so engrossed in our match that we barely notice him. He doesn't seem to mind as he passes through with a quick hello. I'm really getting a good grip on the fundamentals of my team. Jayda really is a great teacher. Our last match ends with all three of my characters alive. Woohoo! No, be proud you're learning so fast. You're gonna be the pro taking tournament victories at this rate. I don't know about that. I spot the time. Oh wow, how did it get this late? So late. The last bus will be here soon. Whoa, you're right. Jayda turns the X cube off. Lovely. Aw, I guess that means you're gonna get going. Yeah, as much as I would love another match. Well, I guess the next time we play will be at the community center. That's true. I was a bit nervous at the idea, but after our talks this afternoon, I feel a lot better about it. Especially if we go together and stuff. For sure, but really thank you. This is the second time now that you've come to save me. So, thank you. Oh, it's no problem. She's still thinking about that night, huh? We walk towards the door and I give Jayda a big hug. She throws herself into my arms too. I'll see you next time. Yeah, of course, see you. I go out to the door and wave goodbye to her. Bye! And the door closes. I head to the bus stop and do the usual routine of getting home from Jayda's. It feels like my relationship grew a lot It feels like my relationship with Jayda grew a lot stronger after today. I learned some interesting stuff about her past and how games have been a much harder hobby for her than they have been for me. Thinking about what she told me, I recall our future plans we made as I ride the bus home. So I should make sure that the next time I see Jayda is either on a Wednesday afternoon or Sunday morning. This is so that we can go to the fighting game community meetup together. She's built this up, so I don't think we'll be able to hang out again until we do that. Why? Okay. But that's okay, this was my idea. I'll keep this in mind, so Wednesday afternoon or Sunday morning. I keep this in mind for the future as the bus comes and gets me. I arrive at home and do the usual dinner and catch up ritual. After a delicious meal, I head back to my room. I collapse onto my bed, it's been a long day. I check my face file. I see a notification. A new group chat has been created. Of course Maisy created this. Only Maisy would come up with an idea, would come up with a name like that for the group chat. Oh dear, for goodness sakes. There's already a few messages. I don't know about the name. Does it really represent us going to a peaceful march on the weekend? Sure it does. We're gonna rank stuff in this. No, I sure hope we don't. Tammy and her friends worked really hard organising this march. No, we're not doing any wreckage, Maisy. We're not doing any criminal damage of any kind, okay? A bunch of symbols. Yes, hi, hello, FBI agent monitoring this chat. Please ignore the anti-state sentiments my friend is communicating. They'll never take me alive. We live in Australia, the FBI doesn't even watch us. Do they? XD. Grace posts a meme of some dude face palming. Ugh, thanks. Discussion and memes go on as we discuss what we're actually doing on Saturday. So I guess we'll see Tammy at the march? Yep. Oh right, you haven't met her, have you, Sid? No, actually. Oh, that's exciting. You'll like her, she's super cool. Yeah, she's right. She's the best big sister ever. Albie will have to fight you to defend my honour as his big sis sometime. So, the march starts at 11 AM and goes on until 2 PM. Since Tammy is coming too, we'll all have to be there by 10 AM, which means catching the train around 8:30 AM. That'll get us to the CBD in no time. We can buy tickets there, right? I believe so. Grace inserts a snarky gif of some famous actor saying, duh! Then we're all set there. I guess this is happening. Don't forget we've got to find things to do and places to be afterwards. After the march too. Get googling when you have time, guys. What about you, Maisy, since you're the one who is recommending us to do the googling? Heck yeah! Grace inserts a gif of a... Stop it, Grace! Use words, not gifs! Does she solemnly communicate via gifs and memes online? I'm still not crazy about going back. I don't think I'll contribute to a Google search effort. These guys can handle it. Eventually the chat dies down and as everything gets sorted out. With nothing too immediate to do right now, I set up and launch Doomsday 3 to occupy some time. I do some main story quests to feel like I'm progressing a little, but honestly, the main quest is a bit dull. I'm looking for my lost uncle or something. I don't know, it's kind of boring. Hey now, if you was looking for your lost uncle, you would be very, very motivated to do it because he's your uncle. You should love your uncle. It's hard to engage in a story where I made a custom character who has no personality of his own. Yikes. I mean, who cares if he finds his uncle? I just want to shoot monsters and do random quests in the wasteland. After some time, I turned the game off. There's still some time before it gets too late. I lie down in my bed and consider what I should do next. Let's finish Otherworld. I pop over the case and put it in the disc. Put in the next disc, sorry. I go back to where I was up to. Humphrey had succeedingly kidnapped Soshia's useless boyfriend. The stakes are an all-time high as Sasha and her friends form a plan to go rescue him and stop Humphrey once and for all. It's surprisingly exciting, but there's still a few episodes to go before the end. I better save them and do the last few all at once, or I'll be up all night. I can see where Maisy is coming from with this show. Before I know it, it's already started getting late. I turn the fun station off and get into bed. I check Facebook one last time. As I'm about to click the light off, I hear my phone buzz. I pick up the phone curious. Is it Maisy? Of course it's from Maisy. It's a message from Maisy. Hey bestie! What's up? I've seen this before. Hey Maisy, did you mind counting to 10 into this breathalyzer for me? I send her a picture of a breathalyzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 8, 9, 0. Ron! Easy, oh Maisy, it's a school night. Your parents are actually going to kill you. Not if they never find out I threw up before. That's not how you spell that word! That's not how you spell that word! Before coming home, so I should be all good, really. I don't drink, and even I know that's not how it works. Jish, none of that's important. I know I dropped some dumb stuff on you last night. It was probably dumb, but I'm really happy you believed in me. It made me really, really happy. You should go to bed so you can attempt to recover. No one believes in me or Nacho, but you do. That's why you the best. My bestiest friend. I know. And I'm not just saying that. You're the best. You're the only reason I still show up to school sometimes. Alright, let's stop her before she gets carried away. There's no way she means everything she says, yes. Drunk talk, that's called. Right, no way, I've seen her drunk before. She gets flirty and friendly, it's just the way she is. I gotta help her safely to bed, even if it was only via messages. You're very nice to say all that, Maisy. Are you in bed? Yes. You wanna join? I gotta ask Nacho if he can sleep over. Okay, Maisy, time to put the phone down. I say, let's get to bed then. Does it sound good? You know what? Yeah, my eyes feel like they're falling asleep, so I might just let them. I'll still be here if you need anything though. Of course, Maisy, all good. Sleep tight. Good night. Heart emoji. I send her one back. And offline she goes. With that last exhausting conversation out of the way, I click my light off. I wonder if she'll even remember tonight's conversation. Well, I suppose she can always check the chat. She didn't say anything too ridiculous. I mean, there's probably no significance to her messaging me so late at night while drunk. Surely, I don't get any more time to ponder this thought. After just a few seconds with my head on my pillow, I'm already deep asleep. Okay, so it's Friday. 2 more days until we hang out with Jayda again, which means there is opportunity for more things. I stare at myself in the mirror as I brush my teeth. So, we're going to Sydney tomorrow. Phew. I rinse and go back to my room. Instinctively I check my phone. No word from Maisy. Gee, she really must have drunk a bit. I wonder if she's still asleep. I'll message and remind her to meet me at the bus stop. I go finish getting ready. Oh dear. After breakfast I get my bag and get ready to go. Maisy hasn't even seen my message. I better swing by her place to make sure she's up. I got out the front door. I walk up the street, taking a quick detour to her house. As I approach her, I see the front door is open. I can also hear Maisy's mum inside yelling. Nervously, I poke my head in and out and knock on the door. I hear more muffled shouting. Hesitantly, I take a few more steps in. I find myself in the familiar hallway I passed through when visiting Maisy's. Then, with a clack of high heels coming down the hallway, Maisy's mom turns the corner and she sees me. Her frowning face turns instantly into a wide smile at the sight of me. She walks down the hall towards me. "Ah, Sydney, how lovely to see you this morning." "Oh, hi, Mrs. Anders." Oh, I caught by surprise. She goes on in for a hug and kiss on the cheek. I guess she doesn't mind me just coming in. It's a little uncomfortable, but I politely hug her back. She lets go with a big smile. "You've come just in time. That hopeless sleepyhead in there has slept through all her alarms." She must be Maisy. I don't know how she gets like this some mornings. Probably because of the alcohol. "Could I rely on you to get her to school for me? I'm running late for a meeting." "Wait, me?" "Yes, you always do such a good job of taking care of our troublesome girl." Is that how they see her? She starts walking around to the car parks at the front. "I'm so very grateful, Sydney. You've always been such a good boy to her ever since we moved here. I know I can count on you to keep looking after her." She says you're her best friend, you know. If only she'd stop talking about that Nacho guy or whatever he's called. If you could do something to get her to stop hanging out with him, that'd be lovely. It's not really in my control." She stares at me blankly for a moment, then clears her throat. "I just have the feeling he's a bad influence." He is a bad influence. Nothing about him says that he's reliable or treats our little Maze well. He sounds like Maisy was telling the truth. Everyone really is against her. "Anyway, darling, just make sure you and Maze lock the door behind you." Wait, I've barely got a word in. Is this where Maisy gets her moto mouth talking skills? She'd be mad to hear me say that though. I will keep that to myself. For now. Maisy's mom unlocks the door to her car and gets in. "Have a good day at school, you two." She blows a friendly kiss and turns the ignition. A bit left in the dust, I wave a little bit as she drives off. What have I been signed up to? Why do I feel like such a sibling or parent to Maisy sometimes? Well, either way, let's do this. I sigh and press on to Maisy's room. The floor creaks and squeaks a bit as I walk through the nicely furnished home. There's a few baby pictures of Maisy and Albie. Ones that her mum showed me first a while ago now. That was when Albie lived here. I walk past his room. The door is closed. My heart pains for a moment, but I sigh and keep walking. I get to Maisy's room. The usual keep out is there to greet me. I knock on the door. I hear someone shifting around in there. I knock again. 5 more minutes. I turn the door handle and go inside. "Hey!" I enter the messy room. It's somehow even messier than last time I was here, helping her rehearse. In her single bed, probably from the same was when she was a kid, I see Maisy tangled up in a mass of blankets and sheets. I spot her distinctive red head poking out of a mess of blankets. "Whoever just came in my room, leave. I swear I'm getting ready. Just a few more minutes." Is that how you say good morning? Maisy rockets up, sitting up in her bed. Her drowsy eyes look at me from a mass of blankets tangled up around her. "What are you doing here?" The blanket starts slowly falling off of her, revealing that she's wearing a large t-shirt. At least she's got in pajamas before passing out. Your mom sent me in here to wake you up. I came to get you for school. It looks like that hangover hit you hard this morning. Oh dear. Looks like that last night's drinking is hitting you hard this morning. Shut up. You're talking way too loudly for my brain right now. Now that I'm standing in her room, I can faintly smell the alcohol in the air. Just how much did she drink? Well, in any case, I checked my phone for the time. Did you think you can get ready in under 6 minutes? Maisy yawns. Yeah, sure. Really? Yeah, what do you think I do every morning? Every morning. Maisy leans forward to stand, then stops. She reaches her hands into her blankets. You just gotta turn around for a bit. I may or may not be wearing pants. Huh? And I've gotta get up and take off these blankets to get my clothes and go to the shower. I didn't realize, of course. I can just tell that she had a smug look on her face. So, do you mind facing that wall for a moment? Of course not. I turned and faced the corner of her room. There's nothing here but an emo band poster and a pile of clothes. Hee hee hee. I hear her blanket shift as she walks around behind me, picking these up from the ground. Sid, you dumbass. Oops. I hear stumble over something. Let me guess, you don't have your contacts on yet. Shut up, you made a keep out a secret, remember? I know, you're just blind as a bat without them. Maisy grumbles as I hear her rattling through some drawers and clothes on the ground. After a moment, I hear her open the door. Ah, Sid, you're such a gentleman, you didn't even turn around. I groan as she walks out. How could she tease me even when she's this hungover? I hear the door close behind me. Her footsteps echo down the corridor. After a moment, I hear the shower running. Deciding it's finally safe, I turn back around. The room is empty. Can she really be ready in 5 minutes? I sit down on her bed. I just hope that she doesn't make me late for school too. Her bed kind of smells like alcohol. I spot a few empty bottles by the other side of her bed. Was she drinking in here? With who? A cool breeze brushes by my neck. I turn to the window. That's how Nacho enter and exits. Don't tell me it was left open because he was here. Exactly! I'm glad you caught on, protagonist. Did he leave at night or did he... Oh, yeah, stay over. No way, it's not possible. There's no way her parents would have noticed him staying over. But thinking back on what her mom said, she didn't even know Maisy was hungover. Maybe her parents really are that clueless. We've got to inform them on that and make sure that the window is permanently locked. No, that's mean of me to say. They must have a lot on their plate right now, with Albie and all. But I wonder how that's affecting Maisy. Are they even acknowledging her these days? She did mention her parents not helping out with musical practice because of how busy they are when I was over the other day. Is that affecting her? Is that why she's been a bit more intense recently? From the bathroom up the hallway, I hear the shower squeak to a stop. She must be nearly done. There's no way he was over, right? Well, that shouldn't bother me anyway. I mean, they are GF and BF. What difference should it make to me? Even if he stayed over, it's not like they necessarily did anything. Yeah, right. Well, I do know they're already at third base. After third base, there's only one place to go. Either way, I guess it's not really my business. The door clicks open. See, told you I'd be ready. Her hair is a bit wet still. But she did get ready remarkably quickly. Alright, point proven. What we're doing while waiting around. Hopefully won't do anything lewd looking through my clothes while I was in the shower. We should just go. Not this time. Not this time. Well, I didn't get a chance to look at this time. Good one. But I know you too well, you'd never do that. You're too nice and sweet to do anything weird. Alright, you got me. Now, if we were in Steph's room... Hey, I would never... God, you're so awkward, I love it. Even if all this laughter is making my head pound. Well, that's what happens when you drink on a school night. Who are you, my mom? Yeah, we are actually. I just had a gender change. Sometimes it feels like it. Look, we better get moving. The 6 minutes are up. We probably need to speed walk. Give me a minute, my head is pounding. Come on, let's just walk it off. I really can't afford to be late. I've got to remember that good behavior agreement. I grabbed Maisy's hand just like she grabbed mine dozens of times before. Let's go. Alright. I start leading her out of her room and out of the house. And down the street. And all the way past the bus. Did you remember to lock the door? And finally to the bus stop. Maisy is a bit quiet on the way, but she holds my hands firmly. Thankfully, when we arrive, our other Foster Hills High students were all there and waiting. Barely a moment later, the bus pulls around the corner. Just in time. We did it, Sid. What did she do? Yeah, what did she do? I'm pretty sure it was all me that got us out of her house in here. I accept this tiny defeat from Maisy like all others before, and I help her onto the bus. After we sit down, Maisy turns to me. Hey, I'm a bit sleepy. Do you mind if I use you as a pillow till we get to school? I look around. It's a pretty full bus. I don't know. Don't worry, I promise not to snore. Before I could say anything, she leans on my shoulder and closes her eyes. I hope no one gets the wrong idea. In moments, Maisy seems to be asleep. I hardly check my phone as I try to stay nice and still for her. At least she doesn't smell like alcohol anymore. No one will think she's a drunk when she comes in. My phone buzzes in my hand and I see an unexpected new message. It's from Steph? What is it about? Hey Sid, do you remember how I needed help bringing my cellar home? Well, it's nearly the end of the week. Sheesh. I was just wondering if it was still okay. Should I ask someone else for help? Oh no, I can't let that happen. No, it's okay, I can help. I'm sorry I imposed. You must have been really busy this week. I don't mean to rush you, but I really do need it home before the end of the week. It's going to be a bit troublesome not having it home for practice. God, Sid, you're such an idiot. Why do you keep putting it off? Why do we keep putting it off for? I don't know. The girl you love asked me your help and you put it off? Why, does it seem cool? What's wrong with me? Any other week I would have done it in a heartbeat. I'm guessing Jayda. Yeah, I guess I got way distracted by playing games with Jayda. Me doing this so late probably doesn't look great to Steph. But better late than never. I'm really sorry. I promise I will help you after school today. It's okay, I understand you were busy. But I can count on you for this afternoon, right? Of course, I will be there. Thanks for helping me out. Meet me at the music room after school. I'll be waiting. See you then. She is way too kind to someone who has been putting off helping out for so long. Either way, it looks like I made a promise to Steph this afternoon. This means I can't hang out with or see anyone else this afternoon. I will go straight to the music room to find Steph when school ends. That was the initial plan anyways, because of the situation with Jayda and that. Only Wednesday afternoons and Sunday mornings we can chat with Jayda now. Why did I put off helping her for so long? Why did hanging out with others come first? The me I know would have leapt at the chance of helping her out. Why did the others come first this time? I ponder this until the bus gets to school. Probably because, protagonist, that your choices are not of your own. They are from the person who is controlling your choices. I look at Maisy. She's completely undisturbed by everyone getting up and moving around us. I poke her in the face. Wakey wakey, my alcoholic bestie. Maisy opens her eyes with a frown. We're at school. Maisy yawns. Already? The bus is nearly empty. Yeah, time to go. I help her up and we get off the bus. Soon we're inside school. I start piling books into my bag from my locker. It's pretty noisy around us as students pass by. Maisy yawns beside me. Say, do you remember our conversation last night? We had a bit of a chat on FaceTime before bed last night. Do you remember what we talked about? No, I don't, but now I'm scared. No, don't worry, it was just your usual drunk affection. You know me well when I'm drunk. It's not the first time that you messaged me while drunk. And it won't be the last. Well, I'll go assess the damage on my phone in class later. Just to make sure that I didn't accidentally propose to you or something. Right, you didn't seem that drunk. We laugh together as I close my locker. Stuff to talk about. We start walking away and enter a crowd of students going to class. Well, I'm off to go nap in musical. Hey, don't let our practice go to waste. I won't, it's fine. My scenes are all at the start anyway. I could just nap until my ghost part comes up at the end. Sounds like an okay plan, I guess. I'll see you at lunch, Ben. Yep. We instinctively go in to hug each other. We hold for a moment. She's still very warm. I can basically feel how tired she is by the way she slumps into my arms. The crowd of students pass around us as we hug. After a very sleepy hug, we part ways. But as my head passes by her neck, I see it. A hickey. The little bruise on the right side of her neck. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. What's been going on? A little mark that can only be gained one way. She really must have been with him last night. That wasn't on her neck yesterday. I don't think it was, at least. So he was with her last night. And if her room smelled like alcohol, they were together. Meaning hickeys at the very least. A lot of people use these marks to show that they're taken. At least that's what Maisy told me herself when she explained them to me. Yes, I didn't know what a hickey was till last year. I guess I really am that inexperienced. Hey Maisy, did Nacho stay over at your place last night? There's no easy way to ask this, but I have to know. I just have to. Did Nacho stay over at your place last night? What makes you ask that? Well, I saw the bottles in your room and the open window. Well, aren't you a little detective? But I'm sorry, I really don't have to tell you. You made it pretty clear that you don't want to hear about Nacho. Is she really still hung up on the first warning I gave? I don't mean to pry, Nah, you're all good, don't worry about it. Alright, if you say so. I didn't get a straight answer in the end. Anyways, I am way too tired for this conversation. My head is pounding as it is. Oh. I'll see you at lunch. Yeah. Sounds good. Great, see ya. I look around and the corridor is starting to thin out with fewer and fewer students. I better get moving to class. I go to IT class. I'll make it to class without incident. I spend the class chucking away on the computer, but mostly procrastinating. The class wraps up and I head to maths class. As you do. Maths class, those dreadfully boring seconds into starting, we're doing some crazy algebra stuff I barely understand. Eventually I fall so far behind I stop paying attention. Then I get a text from Maisy. I open it stealthily. Now just read my rant at you from last night. Oh boy. I'm so embarrassing when drunk. Just ignore most of the stuff I say when drunk. How much should I ignore? But you're very nice. I'll try my best. Thank you for being the bestest friend ever. Thanks. We talked for a bit, covering some embarrassing points of the conversation. Oh jeez, my teacher's getting with me. Gotta go, see you at lunch. Her icon goes offline. I see my teacher staring at me from the front of the class. I better get back to work too. The bell goes again. Week 7, day Friday, time lunch. Feeling like I barely learned anything, I make my way out of the maths class and onto the benches. At the benches I see Jayda and the twins sitting together. It makes me feel better seeing your clay sculpture, Stuart. It reminds me that you aren't perfect. Admittedly, the third dimension is one I have a bit more trouble with when it comes to art. See? Now you know why I focus on pottery and clay. Constantly being compared to him while growing up was such a pain in the bottom. Aw, Gracie. Hey, shut up! I didn't say that to make you feel bad for me. Is Grace blushing? As I get closer, Jade waves me over. Hey! Jayda flies into me with a full force hug. I nearly knocked off of my feet, but I catch her in my arms. I hug her for a moment. It's nice to see you too. I loosen my grip for a moment, but she hugs me tighter. Aww. Keep at it. Why not, I suppose. I hug her back just as tight. She's so warm. My hands sink into the several layers she has on. But despite these layers, my hands around her can feel the shape of her hips and waist. It's like they're perfect grooves for my hand to be placed into. It's always funny hugging Jayda. Since she's a few centimeters taller than me, unlike anyone else, I can feel her resting on my shoulder. When I hug Maisy, I can feel her body stretch a little so her head reaches my height, even though she's only a tiny bit shorter. Jayda's hugs are nice in a different way. How long have we been hugging? Jayda hasn't let go yet. Hey guys! My mind snaps back to reality. I quickly let go to see Steph having just arrived. Hey! I take a quick step away from Jayda. What? Hey! It's a bit quiet for a moment. It's usually Maisy who fills in quiet moments like these. I guess it's up to me while she's not here. I look at Steph. I gotta do it. Follow Maisy's advice. Just talk to Steffi every chance I get. How are you, Steph? Done anything fun? Nothing special, I suppose. I hang out with Tammy last night, which is always fun. Oh, did you two watch more of The Bachelor? They watch stuff like that? You guys put up with that stuff? I can always count on Grace to say whatever she thinks. How did you know? You mentioned watching trashy TV together, and my dad's housemate had it on the lounge room after dinner. Jayda's dad has housemates? I only sat down for a few minutes, but before I knew it, I sat through 10 minutes of it before an ad break came on. It's terrifying how good they are at getting you to watch. I had to run away to play more Master Lawyer to escape from it. It's true these shoes do have a certain way of capturing you. But Tammy and I are just pure bachelor trash at this point. There's no hope for us. I couldn't imagine a worse hell than watching a second of that show. Same! So Steph really likes those kinds of shows. She always seems so aloof about those kind of things. But maybe it's because Tammy is around. Excuse me. Do you watch it only when Tammy isn't? Why do you watch it? It doesn't seem like your kind of show. Oh, well, you're right. It isn't my kind of thing. But I watch it with Tammy if she's around. That, or I video chat with her and watch it together like that. Oh, I see. I guess I was right. It sounds like fun watching it with your sister. Yeah, it's way more fun than that. Well, maybe it's way more fun that way. Would it make it more bearable if we watch it together, Grace? Maybe all we need is our sibling love to watch that show. Grace has already showed her disapproval. What difference does it make if she watches it with her sibling? You couldn't pay me enough to make me suffer through that show. Plus, who needs stuff like sibling love anyway? Us twins get secret psychic abilities instead. Really? That's awesome. Oh, Jayda, you dense, lovable girl. Of course I was kidding. We all laugh. Time passes for a bit as we talk about ridiculous reality television. I hear trotting from behind us. Maisy! I turn around to see Maisy walking slowly towards us. Her hand is on her head. Oh, hey Maisy, I had a thing to talk to you about regarding tomorrow. Not now, Mama needs some rest. Huh? What? As Maisy gets closer, I can see she looks kind of like rubbish. I think the hangover finally hit her. Where have you been? I just got out of sick bay. I asked to go because my head felt like it was going to explode during social studies. Oh? If anyone needs me, I'm going to be over by that tree just resting my eyes. Maisy starts walking towards the trees. I notice Grace decks something out of her bag. Hey! She holds out something to Maisy. Just take it. I bet they didn't give you any painkillers to have some of mine. Oh, Gracie, thanks. She swipes the painkillers from Grace and downs them instantly. Possibly with a little too much skill. Yeah, if you get what I mean. So, Maisy, about that hickey of yours. I always liked you, but... Shut up! Shut up with the fake praise. I know that's not true. No, it's true. You're the only one who gets my needs to party. Maisy wraps her arm around Grace and drags her off. Keep me company while I sleep. No, that sounds terrible. We all watch on as Grace is dragged off to her doom. Off they go. What was up with her? Did she come to school sick? she's hungover actually. Really? Yeah, I could tell on the bus this morning. Wow, even on the school night, she really doesn't give a blank, huh? I don't know, I'd be killed if I did anything like that. What does she mean by that? I wonder why she was drinking on a Thursday night anyways. I considered telling them about my speculation on last night with her and Nacho. Yes, yes, yes! Expose the truth! Well, I did talk to her this morning about it. Oh? Well, I asked her about it this morning, but she didn't want to talk about it. This was all after she sent me a bunch of drunk messages that night. When I saw her this morning, her room smelled like alcohol, and there was a pretty suspicious open window. I can't say for sure, but I just don't think she was alone all night. That's just my take though. I guess knowing any more wouldn't really be any of our business. Apologies, I don't mean to get so gossipy. Don't worry about it, I'm the same sometimes. I guess it's just hard not to wonder. I still haven't met him, so I'm trying to get a grip on what he's like. Yeah, I have no idea either. What's he like, Sid? Oh, he's a douche. He's a bit of a douche. Jayda sniffles some laughter. That's a better answer than I expected. Thanks. What does she mean by that? Well, I guess it isn't our business in any case. Well, anyways, this is getting outside my comfort zone. Let's talk about something else. I think I agree. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Maybe like the drama in reality TV instead. What do you think of that Mitchell lady on The Bachelor? She seemed so blank to poor Shannon. I was rooting for her all night, but she got her heart broken. I know, right? Tammy and I couldn't believe it. We talk some more about reality TV, but soon conversations start branching out to various topics. It's once again time to choose who I should approach at lunchtime. Now, we can spend conversation time with Jayda, but that doesn't mean to say that we should, because of the underlined information that we got, that we should only really talk to Jayda on Wednesday afternoons and Sunday mornings. But of course, it's Friday, so I think we should sway our decisions a little bit and talk with Steph about Around the Galaxy in the next time. So thank you so much for watching, folks, and see you all in the next time of LoveSick Darlings. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.